Write scope and limitations clearly for Model Risk Executive Summary Guide. Busy executive skim. That means clarity wins decisions. A crisp summary with clear boundaries helps leaders say yes faster and avoid endless follow-ups. Think of scope as the fence around your project. What's inside gets attention, what's outside won't. Limits set expectations and confidence. They tell people how far they can trust the numbers. When you frame scope and limits up front, you reduce surprises later. Fewer, "Why didn't we know this?" moments, cleaner approvals, and smoother launches. The goal today: show you how to present scope, approach, limits, and impacts so your model earns trust quickly. Start with who and why. One sentence. Purpose of the model and key users. Example: this model prioritizes renewal outreach for the sales team. Next, specify the data, time period, and products covered. Trained on CRM and billing data from 2022 to 2024 for enterprise plans. Then be explicit about exclusions to prevent misunderstandings. Use a clear line. Out of scope, consumer plans, non-English tickets, data before 2022. This short section anchors expectations, aligns stakeholders, and keeps later debates grounded in what you actually built. Give a one-sentence method summary. We used logistic regression to predict the probability of churn in the next 90 days. Then name the key assumptions that drive results. Recent product usage reflects engagement. Billing events are reliable. Seasonality is stable. Keep it human. Explain why these matter. Finally, mention validation and metrics to prove rigor. Trained on 70% of data, tested on 30%, AUC 0.81, calibration error 0.02, and lift 2.1x in the top decile. Simple, concrete statements help non-technical leaders trust your approach. Be candid about data quality gaps and sampling bias. Missing product logs in Q1, underrepresentation of APAC, and manual labels that vary by team. Note model risks. Potential drift if user behavior changes, overfitting on small segments, and reliance on proxy features like support volume. Add operational limits so teams plan realistically. Scoring runs weekly, 6-hour data latency, dependency on CRM IDs. Honesty builds credibility. By naming limits early, you help leaders weigh risk appropriately and avoid costly rollbacks later. Translate risks into direction and magnitude. Example: missing Q1 logs likely underestimates churn by 2 to 4% for new customers. Mark where results are stable. Enterprise North America remains consistent across quarters versus fragile. Small business APAC varies widely. Tie uncertainties to decision thresholds. At a 0.65 score cutoff, precision is 58%, plus or minus 4%. Lowering to 0.60 adds 12% more accounts, but increases false positives. Numbers make trade-offs visible and help executives choose thresholds with eyes open. Outline a monitoring plan with clear triggers. Alert if weekly AUC drops below 0.75, if feature drift exceeds 3 standard deviations, or if calibration shifts by 0.05. Define fallbacks and manual overrides. Freeze scores at last stable run, route top 5% by revenue to human review, or revert to rule-based logic. Share next steps with dates. Fix missing logs by November 15th. Expand training data to APAC by December 1st. Schedule model refresh every quarter. Controls turn risks into manageable operations. Use plain verbs. Predict, compare, estimate, monitor. If you must use jargon, define it once. AUC measures ranking quality. Higher is better. Be specific with numbers, dates, and sources. Based on 1.2 M records from CRM and billing, January 2022 to June 2024. Separate facts, observed metrics, judgments, interpretations, and recommendations. Actions. Example. Fact. Precision is 58%. Judgment. Good enough for pilot. Recommendation. Launch to enterprise only. Monitor weekly. Clear language removes friction and speeds decisions. One line, purpose plus scope. Example, we predict 90-day churn for enterprise accounts using CRM and billing data from 2022 to 2024. 3 bullets, approach plus key limits. Logistic regression, AUC 0.81. Missing Q1 logs. APAC, undersampled, weekly scoring. 2 bullets, impact plus mitigations. At 0.65 threshold, expected uplift 8 to 10%. Risk of false positives in SMB. Monitor drift. Add APAC data, quarterly refresh. Final line, recommendation. Pilot with enterprise this quarter. Keep 0.65 cutoff. Review metrics in 30 days. This format is fast to read and strong on substance.